Greetings and welcome to Saturday afternoon football. Dennis Kennedy speaking. Gary Ablett once described my co-commentator as the key to gelling together the Geelong Premiership team. Well, from my point of view, with that recommendation, absolute delight to be joined by Tom Hay.
How are you, Den? It's great to be here today. I've got a feeling we'll be in for a real treat in today's match between the Suns and the Bulldogs.
Both teams start the day in the top 8.
Should be good football to two top position teams.
Gold Coast coming off a string of wins. Tom, who do you fancy in this one?
Even money, Den. Positives on both sides in this one.
I just don't know about this one. I've got no feel for it at all. The opening siren is moments away and you can feel the excitement building. I'm excited for this one, Tom.
Both these teams have a fine balance of inside grunt and outside skill through the midfield, and a defence that's growing together. I can't wait to see how this unfolds. When you're putting that jumper, the colours on the front are far more important than the number on your back.
Clear and kick out of the defensive 50. All that effort, but no result. But McKenzie chips it down towards half forward. It was all his. Dixon lines it up, testing shot outside the 50. I'll be very surprised if he doesn't slot this one through. That has the ball down there. Send the top in, big fella. Nice mark under pressure. But I think it was intended for Cooper.
The Bulldogs are irresistible at their best. They're having a fantastic season. You get the feeling that the postseason is their final series to lose. Dixon spills it. Murphy handballs it. Lonergan heads towards the goals. Riscatelli took the ball.
Boundary umpire will throw it in. Look at the big eaters. They're doing their exercise now as this ball comes into play. Ablett under the ball. He runs. Gets the distance. And we have the first goal of the match. Oh, he'll be loving that goal when he sees it in the highlights package. The Ruckman giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Batted down nicely by Flanagan. Liberatore takes advantage of the down 10. Huge lead. Lynch on the ball at the moment. Jams it on the boot. He picks it up. Oh, trimming the grass with that kick. Again, he's out on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Booted by Hall. Dixon made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. He picks up the loose ball. Arches the back as he goes for a run. What do you say? His man must have been on the job. That was well within range. Gold Coast by 7 points.
Murphy has improved his hands to a point that now he can release a player from tight pack situations. Nice strong mark.
Has feelings too. Gold Coast by 8 points. He looks for a man on the lead. He goes long in search of the lead. Ablett knows he needs to hang on to them. Kicks. Cradles the ball well. He collects the loose ball. Jams it on the boot now. Bill takes the mark on his chest. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 50 meters out. He's on a 30-degree angle. Almost a touch of synchronized spinning about that mark. That was the kill. Opportunity now for Dixon. 20 minutes from home. Going for goal number 1. They'll be happy with that. The Bulldogs in early trouble. Like a banana through a letterbox. What a wonderful goal. The Rocks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Nice Nice bounce. Guided by Flanagan. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a putter with a whistle. A nice uncontested mark for Wood. His mistake costs him a possession. McKenzie shins it. Coughed up by Dixon. Picked up the ball. Caught the ball. Hits up the corridor. Riscatelli had it, lost it. Bell chucks the ball away. He's heading for home. He picked it up off the ground. The choice of kick paid off. The snap sends it between the sticks. I gotta say, that's even a better goal the second time around. Ruckman trying to mad dog each other before this bounce. They know 90% of this game is half mental. Takes possession, chips it down towards half forward. Definitely a contender for mark of the day. Willett decides to play on. Not what he intended with that kick. Dixon is able to grab it on the hot corner. Just trying to go through to the behind. Great start by the Suns. Murphy waiting for his teammates to break. They're using the Tokyo subway play. He has to hold on to those. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. Willett picks it out of bounds on the full. It'll come back from the boundary line. Neither Ruckman giving an inch. Clean tap by Flanagan. Bounces favorably for Sun. Going for goal number one. Just fell through. He sinks his first goal. The kick is about as straight as a shopping trolley, and it's a goal. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. The bounce is straight as an arrow.
Gold Coast defended their fortress ruthlessly and showed emphatically why they deserve finals favouritism. They just cannot lose at home. The Bulldogs out of play.
The Ruckman battle for position. Flanagan with the tap. Dixon collects it. It's like getting a bazooka to Mr. Bean. The ball's been thrown in. Hit by Flanagan. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Puts the head down as he runs in. He may just play onto himself here. The options are few and far between at the moment. Sun. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. He's a long way from home, but he's a chance. Famous last words I know, but this is a goal he shouldn't miss. He forgot to practice his kicking during the week. He missed the footy with a beautiful drop back. Oh, he's dropped it. He'll rule that one. Willett, not phased by the pressure, gets his kick away. Riscatelli starts in, his shadow beside him. Where else would it be? Well, depends on the side. Chases it. Murphy with the snubber. That's a very well executed goal. That's 5 in a row for Gold Coast. There's already some distress for the Bulldogs. And that goal is right off the top shelf for him. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce is dead straight. Flanagan with a punch. Lynch has the ball. Chips it down towards half forward. Dixon will be upset with that. He's got the head down as he charges home for goal. Punched by Flanagan. Liberatore steals it.
Gold Coast are doing their best to hand the game over to the Western Bulldogs on a platter. How many free kicks have the Bulldogs received now? Well, it doesn't matter because the Western Bulldogs aren't hurting the Suns on the scoreboard.
Steal by Sun. Snubbies. Flanagan with the tap. Lucky bounce collected. Smothered by Liberatore. Ablett with no time to delay the back kick. Kicks it across the ground. He spills the mud. McKenzie keeping it low. Takes that one strongly. Willett Lines it up, 50 metres out. He's kicking at about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging. The mark missed by Dixon. Football is not, never has claimed to be a fair game. The Suns getting out to an early lead.
Murphy is a decent kick of the footy, but he could always be better. Just wasn't able to grab it cleanly. His approach looks good. The kicks to the lead. Sumner goes for home. Nice kick. Gold Coast has the advantage on the scoreboard over the Bulldogs.
He'll kick. It's not a bad sort of a kick either. It's a goal. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Tap by Flanagan. He's got the football now. Lynch hooks it back across his body. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. 60 metres out. Strong out by Dixon. Rules this guy is the most reliable kick to go on the side. 25 metres out. Nice kick. We'll be happy with goal number 2. The replay capturing everyone's attention. What a goal. The ruckmen are looking through each other. Eyes wide, nostrils flaring. It's an intense stare down as they wait for this bounce. Goes by hand. Flanagan takes out as the tackler hits the ground. Chips it down towards half forward. Great play. Opportunity for Weller. Weller will need to pull something special out here. He spent that one before he had it. The spilled ball is collected. Dixon slots the goal. The Bulldogs need to be careful not to let this one run away from them. I'll put a cork in that goal. That's vintage stuff. And I bet they'll only get better with time. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Bounce goes the ball. Flanagan aims for his man on the ground. Lynch with the kick. Mr. Taylor has it. He kicks quickly. It lands near the goal. The umpire will launch it in from the boundary. The ball is coming back into play. Tapped by Flanagan. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. All alone in the goals is ugly. Gold Coast getting the fast start. He's putting on a masterclass with goals like that. The ruckmen conscious of where their teammates are, and they wait for the bounce. Flanagan gets the tap. That wasn't planned.
The Bulldogs have really cemented their place in the 8. I don't see how they could possibly miss the finals. Flanagan taps it. Minson was in the right place for that one.
Flanagan taps it. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Taken by Dixon. Would you rate him from here, Tom?
Should kick this 9 times out of 10, but I tell you what, you can never be sure.
That says laces out between the major uprights. That replay shows just how good that goal was. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Flanagan with the mighty fist. Short handball from the territory. Was that Minson? The ball mopped up, works it around. Dixon drops the mark. He takes the ball for a run. Riscatelli intercepts it. I think by now we'd be using the reverse overlapping grip. Gold Coast couldn't have asked for a much better start than this one.
Murphy is a great kick. If he can maintain that accuracy when under pressure, he will elevate to the elite category. He gets boot to ball. Dixon with an easy one. Instead, he's now in front of goal. Dixon takes a shot. Goal for Gold Coast.
Well, that's what we've come to expect from him. Fantastic goal. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The umpire has bounced the ball. Minson totally outclassed in that contest. Now we've got a ball up. Flanagan guides it. He gets his hands on the footy. Lynch had his attempt smothered. Manages to get a hand to it. He has shanked that kick. He has no trouble grabbing that one. Dalhouse kicks it. Bell drops it. He scoops the ball off the ground. Riscatelli keeps that one low. Ball crosses the boundary. The umpire's throw is a good one. Lonigan with a big fist on it. He's got the footy in his hands. Slaps it. The Suns score. The Suns have the early lead. It's always a good sign. Lucky we have that goal recorded because it was first rate. All is in readiness. More bounce than a dodgy check.
Umpires don't consciously give the home team an advantage. But being human like the rest of us, they digest the emotion of the home ground and once in a while make a call that makes a whole lot of close-by noisy Gold Coast supporters very happy. I think the great home record the Suns has this season could partially be contributed to the vocal supporter group.
Vincent decisively. An easy interception for Sun. Nice interception. Ablett kicks from the pad. Hopefully taken on the chest by Dixon. He misses the mark. 10 meters out. Willett kicks it just in time. He kicks it down straight. The Suns score. The Bulldogs already trailing by an uncomfortable margin. There's one for the time capsule. Ruckman sizing each other up like a bull and a matador before they engage in the delicate art of ruck work. Lynch sticks out his hands and collects the ball. 30 meters out. Caught unprepared by Murphy. Passed by number 33.
Western Bulldogs have been given a lot of free kicks out there, but it's not doing them much good. They haven't been able to make them pay on the scoreboard. A long kick there. Bellhouse with the mark. He kicks it long. It slips through his fingers. Picking gets the interception on the bounce. He's holding the ball.
Chips it down towards half forward. A big stretch. Lonigan comes down with ice forming on his earlobes. He's elected to play on. Almost a mark, but it bounces off his chest. Dixon heads in for the goals. Out of bounds near the 50. That drop back works well for Norris. Lynch pops it up. Ablett puts his head down and runs in. And the ball goes over the boundary line, close to goal. The ball going back to the players right now. Big thump from Flanagan. He has the ball.
There are a lot of theories as to why the Suns seem unbeatable at home this season. They know the ground well and have great crowd support behind them. But I reckon it's the home cooking.
The ball comes back in. Hunt couldn't hold on to that one. The ball is on the ground and it's picked up by Riscatelli. Dixon snuggles. Murphy, Tom, can you tell us what you saw?
He looks to be in a lot of pain. He'll be going off now.
Thrown in majestically. Good tap from Flanagan. Deft touch from Flanagan. Stolen. Flanagan taps. That ball is out of bounds. The ball is in the air. Tapped by Flanagan. 15 meters out. He's having a ball, so it steals the punt. He's giving all he's got this match. That's number 3. He's looking at replay, and he's making sure his opponent knows all about it. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce is straight up and down.
The Suns have dominated the headouts. It's given the Gold Coast Knights the confidence to know where the ball will be placed, and they've been able to run on it and score accordingly. And the ball goes out of bounds.
It'll be the umpire's ball. Ruckman hard at it. Lonigan gets the tap. A favourable bounce. Lynch takes on for goals. The Suns are nailing the cup and shut. Replays are great when you can see how talented these guys are at conjuring something out of nothing. Both rucks have a fair shot at this one. Lonigan taps it. Is in his possession. Looks like he panicked there. Takes the mark all by himself. Goes up the line. It's Edward Scissorhands. Bot sends one up towards the wing. Couldn't get a brakes on in time, and he runs it over. Umpire calls for a throw-in. The ball was being tossed in. Tapped by Flanagan. Liberatory just happened to be in the right place for that one. Flanagan gets onto the ball. Puts foot to ball. Nothing. That's a massive kick. Dropped by Sutton. He's able to thread a needle and that kick comes out of the park. Well done, he might have stolen another kick 12 in the career. Do you give him any chance from here?
I don't know if he'll make the distance, Dennis.
Oh my goodness, you get a much better appreciation of the skill required to take that sort of mark when you see it in replay. Dixon tries his luck with a shot at goal. To say that the Suns are playing the Bulldogs is the understatement of the century. Yep, that has to be a contender for the goal of the year. Certainly the best I've seen this week. Umpire bounces the ball. Claimed by Flanagan. He's tapped it to the wrong player.
Liberatore sometimes finds himself in trouble trying to twist and turn out of traffic, but he's got the capability to be a silky performer. And we'll have a bowler. Riscatelli drops it. He goes for home. Having no trouble taking that one.
Drops the mark, and the runners are waiting. Liberatore smothers it, able to grab it on the half line. Lonigan decisively with the ball now. Hall with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. And the ball goes over the boundary line, close to goal. The umpire will throw it back in. Umpire lets it loose. Lonigan got this one. Sumner controls it. He's all alone in the goals. Out of bounds near the 50. Kick by Liberatore. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Sumner with a chance if he keeps a cool head. Sumner on the borderline of his range. Sumner dead in front of goals. It looks like the umpire has decided it's a boundary throw-in. The ball is returned to play. Lonigan guides it. He controls the bouncing ball. He was celebrating the moment that left his boot. That's number 4. He scores, he scores, he scores. What an absolute classic. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Lonigan with the tap. The call was made and the mistake followed.
Sumner has a lot of strength in him, but he needs to bulk up just a little bit if he wants to take full advantage of it. Grant with the pickup. Abbott caught him down, holding the ball. He got a hold of that one. It comes off hands. Higgins mops up the ball. Harbrow intercepts it. Puts boot to ball.
It's out of bounds across the boundary on the wing. It'll be tossed in from the boundary. The ball is coming back into play. Lonigan directs it down. Riscatelli with his head down, running for home. Handball short. He's been captured with the ball that's going to be holding it. Here's a chance for Ablett. Ablett will have to put everything into this one. Chest mark to Lynch. Time he followed his career for a while. Can he kick this?
He should kick this.
Dixon grabs that one. He's firing like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. 25 meters out. Riscatelli with the ball. If this game were being played on water, Gold Coast would be walking on it. Nothing to win with. The ball is kicked a long way back into play. Nice contested mark by Hall. Now, do you think he can kick this one, Tom?
He need a bigger kick than he has from there.
The contest now much for him. Might have to kick it to himself. He's kicked the ball back in. Ablett with the catch.
With Gold Coast, they've managed to rack up a huge number of cards, and it's easy to see why they're leading this match.
The kick is about as straight as a shopping trolley, and it's a goal. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. And there's the bounce. Warnock with the mighty fist lobs the handball. Interception keeps it close to the ground. The bouncing ball is controlled. Out of bounds it goes. The ball will be thrown in. The umpire has released the ball. Guided by Warnock. Approaching the goals now. Pinpoint accuracy from Ablett. 5 goals and showing no signs of slowing down. He's the danger man. And that goal is right off the top shelf for him. Ruckman trying to mad dog each other before this bounce. They know 90% of this game is half mental. Liberatore with the steal. Liberatore. Lonigan couldn't hang on to the ball. Approaching the goals now. Riscatelli takes the mark on his chest. Having a big day going for goal number 4. A magnificent kick right through the middle. That's 4 goals. The replay capturing everyone's attention. What a goal. The Ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Warnock with the tap. Liberatore steals it, gets it away in the nick of time. The ball hits him right on the chest. Ablett putting some power behind that one. Good mark by Riscatelli. So what are his chances from here?
He's a fair way out here, Dennis. I reckon it'll test him.
Spilled by Lonigan. A clean pick up. Not much on offer for Roughhead. We're back in action. No one troubling him there. Going for goal number 1. Off hands. The Suns are in control of this game. Just 4 minutes to go. He's looking for options now. He goes long. And the mark will be paid. Kicks and hopes. Has it? Yes, he's paid it. Hall going through his routine. Unfortunately, they made the grass very short. Tactical this one. Hall to kick on a 30-degree angle. Certainly not the easiest of shots, that's for sure. Out of bounds on the full it goes. Picture perfect drop punt. What did they used to say in school? Butterfingers lets it drop. That's a piercing kick from Riscatelli. Well done to keep it alive under pressure. Out of bounds with a goal. The umpire has thrown it in. Clean tap by Warnock. Batted down nicely by Murphy. 30 meters from home. Griffin arms out. Nice smother. The ball is hammered towards goal by Flanagan. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Ruffin has a fair kick on him. I expect him to whoosh this down the middle. He goes long down the ground. Ablett as if using a trampoline. You should always smile when someone gets on your shoulders and takes a specky, because chances are you'll be in the picture. He opts to play on. Williams with an easy one. He uses him as a step ladder. Oh, mark of the day. Scrap that. That'll make mark of the week. No, mark of the year. Here's a mighty kick of the foot. Lynch takes it well. Lining at the goal now. pretty safe bet from this position. Going for goal number 2. Beautiful. Some people like watching replays of Nash, but I could watch marks like that all day. Terrific. He wants to play on. Poor contact. Next time, mix with a little more leather. Flanagan. Morrison slams it on the boot. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Tom, you ready for this kick?
I reckon the distance will be too much for it here, Dennis.
Drops the ball. Warnock aims for his man on the ground. Lonergan heading in. Watch his style. Perfect kick. It looks like the Suns got this one in the bag. I gotta say, that's even a better goal the second time around. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. The ball is bounced. Warnock decisively. Lynch picks up the bouncing ball. The opposition forgot about it, and he takes the easy mark. I reckon my mum could have caught that in the pit. He gathers the loose ball. Murphy dumps it forward, 45 metres out. They need a goal to keep that door ajar. He's put it through. The Western Bulldogs get there first. Will kick. It's not a bad sort of a kick either. It's a goal. The Rocks prepare to go at it for this bounce. A dead straight bounce. Tap by Murphy. A desperate kick there. Nice.
The Bulldogs have been exciting to watch all season. I hope they can keep it up for next season as well. Can't bring the mark down.
Murphy gets the 10. Murphy got under it. It's good to leather. Gets it with his fingertips. He takes that one on the chest. Piscatelli opts to play on. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Lonergan into space, leaving the rest of his teammate down that end. It's a good throw in. Warnock punches it. Gets the loose ball. The ball is slammed towards goal by Edlin. The Suns enabling the clock and shot. Oh, he'll be loving that goal when he sees it in the highlights package. Both ruckmen had their eyes on the ball. The bounce. Murphy, try swinging your purse next time. It's coming from the guy wearing makeup. Caught. Williams sends one up towards the wing. He misses the mark. Boots it. His mistake costs him a possession. Picked by Lynch. Perfect marks. Nice drop punt. Almost a mark, but it bounces off his chest. Smothered by Williams. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. The first term is over, and Gold Coast lead by 148.
You have to expect things of yourself before you can apply them in a game. And since the Western Bulldogs clearly have none, someone should inform their supporters that their expectations are misguided and fanciful.
Lots of points scored during that opening term. Time now to check on those all-important stats. Here's Tom.
Both teams fairly close in handball stats, 10-0. The Suns are miles ahead in the kicking stats. 138 will be a hard number for the Bulldogs to chase.
Cheers, Tom.